we packed up, headed south. We are now at a different state park, Bastrop. Bastrop State Park suffered a severe forest fire a couple years back. You can still see the dead snags. This is in the Lost Pines region, east of Austin, about 30-40 miles. And these trees are a unique species of loblolly pine, which is why they call it Lost Pines. So there are distinct difference between the loblollies of East Texas and here. Anyway, we are in site number 56, and I don't think, as a matter of fact, I know they did not intend this site for a trailer as large as mine. Had some tight curves to navigate, and I got one more when I get ready to get out of here that's it's going to be an experience. Anyway, I can do it. Here's our campsite. Table's kind of in a weird location. They're at the back of the trailer. Got a tent pad here on the rise, and water and electric is on the opposite side of what you typically find in a state park. Don't know why that is. I guess they just laid it out that way. But anyway, we are secluded back here in a little cul-de-sac. No neighbors, which is the way I like it. We're gonna have a bite to eat and go check out the park. More to come. Out here at Bastrop State Park, day after Christmas 2016. Just checking things out. Thought this was interesting. It's talking about the loblolly pines and this unique stand of pines, how it's different than other loblollies. Got a big old fortress entrance here at the gate. I guess this was originally the place that you checked in. I don't know. It says right here it was erected in 1934 by the CCC. All right. The town of Bastrop was founded in 1832, I think it's what the sign says. Long time ago. There's actually a golf course at this state park in Bastrop, Texas. Of course, I'm not a golfer. I just think it's interesting. It doesn't look like it's usable. Doesn't appear to be maintained anyway. Now there's another state park not too far from here, Buescher. I think that's how you say it. It's about, I think it's maybe it's 11 miles. Road 1C here goes all the way across to that through private land. But here we are at the top of the hill. Now this road here goes where it says do not enter. That goes down to where the dam used to be. After the fire came the flood, and it washed the dam out. All right, we're on the top of the world. Well, at least at the top of Bastrop State Park, observation point. Got some great informative posters, boards up here. There's actually a map of the park. And then this talks about the devastating fire. And now you can see actually how bad it was. Look at all the dead snags. Those were once beautiful trees. Now, years ago, the CCC built this observation, actually the whole park. But more specifically to this segment of video, they built the observation cupola thing, whatever you want to call it. Gazebo. Monster stone gazebo. Man, it is windy today. But there is Bastrop State Park. All right, we're way up here at the top of Bastrop State Park. We're gonna go downhill. Kind of a little bit nervous, but I got the brakes adjusted. I don't need to worry about battery power because the hill is so steep. But let's go for a ride. Here we go. Well, just sitting here, relaxing. Me and BB. BB's tired. Said it's been a long day. Said it's been a very long day. I'm tired. Just want to hang out, watch the trees. Park, with one exception. That's the highway noise. There's a highway right over there. And even though it's Christmas Day, there's a lot of people on the highway. Don't feel too much like doing anything but sitting right now. There's a really strong crosswind coming across the right front fender the whole way down from Mother Neff State Park. It's probably about a 20-mile-an-hour crosswind, and hitting a big slab side on my trailer. Even with the new weight distribution hitch and sway control, by the way, it works great. Recurve 6. I'm not getting a paid endorsement on that, but I'm gonna put a link down in the description. If you're pulling a travel trailer, that's the weight distribution system that you want. It is so easy to connect. You can turn off the sway control to get into a tight spot like I've done here. It's the Recurve 6 by Chemco. That is well worth the money. I like it a whole lot better than I do the equalizer that I was using. BB says he likes it too. Right, BB? Been sitting here doing some pondering, some thinking, and check out how big that tree is. That sucker's probably 150 feet tall. That's a big old tree. Used to be a whole bunch of those trees that big in this park. And up at the top of that hill, there's a couple of standing dead trees. I've got to climb up here anyway. One of the things I've been thinking about is time. How long did it take for those big trees to get as big as they are? 100 years? 200 years? It's just time, right? So, how long will it be before people can come back to this park and see it in the same state as it was before the fire? It's one of the things I've been pondering upon is right here. Those are those pine trees coming back up. So there's a whole bunch of them right here on the side of this hill. Right now, all this soil is being washed down because those trees don't yet have a root structure sufficient to hold the soil in place. So in some places out here, man has stepped in to help stop the erosion. I see, there's that big tree right there. And then right over here, that's the one that came up right after the fire. So that's probably 5 years old. There's one right down below it. I don't know, that one over there is probably 3 years old. That one's probably 5 because it's bigger. So someday, not in my lifetime, this park will once again be a big pine forest. As far as we can see. Deep stuff, man. That's not usually like Bob Barker. We're supposed to be excited about RVs, man. And there's the RV right down there, buddy. BB just a watching. All right, so now I just got to get back down there. Way back in the day, the CCC built most of Bastrop State Park. Part of that construction included cabins. They have a couple of different styles: wood lap siding, and then these sandstone structures. And this one is just so cool. I just had to show this to you. Looks like a big old pile of rocks. What's amazing is that it didn't burn in the forest fire. They were actually able to protect it. Bastrop State Park. Come stay here. Have a good time! That's what I'm talking about. Another interesting feature out here at Bastrop State Park is the fact that there is actually a swimming pool in a state park. Of course, it's closed for the winter. Not too many people want to go swimming in December. That's, my understanding is that's operated by the YMCA as well. Now there's this really cool building over here. It's called the Rectory. I think that's like a meeting hall or something, but it's really neat the way they built that. It's also built out of sandstone like the cabins that we saw earlier. Sitting up here on top of the hill. I thought we might check out this interesting building. It's called the CCC Shade Shelter, built by the Civilian Conservation Corps. Caught my attention. Number one is a great big old fireplace. But it's a shade shelter with a fireplace. Then I noticed that there's a couple of doors on either side. Piqued my curiosity. It's like, oh, cool. It's like a little amphitheater for another fireplace. And then, so we go to the other side. It's like, huh. Not exactly sure what this would be, but it looks like maybe there were ovens. I don't know, grills maybe? With a screen. When it was constructed, I'm sure it had a purpose. I think the building's been rebuilt though, based on the size of that corner post. Makes me think that it was updated at some point in the past. And you can see there where a large tree-sized column was in place. Thought I'd come over here and check out the bridge that was built by the CCC. I think it's been rebuilt since though. Based on the flooding damage that I have seen, this cannot be the original structure. But it goes across over here to the primitive campsite, but there's water, so it's not too primitive. Stone foundations are from the CCC era though. I presume those are still the same. I don't know. Well, that concludes my visit, the highlights. Me and my buddy Dill here, we're plumb tuckered out. Of course, he's just been hanging. I've been running. But anyway, hey, if you enjoyed what I did, you know the routine, give me a thumbs up. But if you thought it was kind of cheesy, hey, give me a thumbs down. Either way, hey, I'm okay. We're all entitled to our own opinion. But it would really, really help me out if you could click that subscribe button down there and help me to get to 3,000 subscribers. That's my mission in life right now, to have 3,000 subscribers. Man, old Dill here, he'd enjoy it too. He'd appreciate it. So, this is Bob Barker, RV guy extraordinaire, signing off. Stay tuned for the next state park. Y'all come back now, you hear?